please?
Sure. I move to amend as follows and make any other conforming changes to the budget. The area-wide fund, Community Development, Recreational Services, Division 129, Glacier View, by increasing the total appropriation by the amount of $140,000. This amendment will provide for utilities, insurance, an on-call employee, and other costs associated with acquiring and maintaining the facility. This project will decrease the proposed fund balance and will not increase the mill rate.
And this is amendment number 2.
I'd like to speak to that, unless the deputy mayor is going first.
Go ahead, Mr. Bowles.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. So I think this is an outstanding amendment. As it's looking, Glacier View School will not be operating next year. So the Glacier View area, I spoke with Deputy Mayor on this and the manager. They pay their area-wide taxes the same as all of us. And the only thing that is funded with area-wide taxes in Glacier View is this building. And I think it would be almost a slap in the face to them if we did not support this amendment and keep this building running as a community center on their behalf using their tax money.
Thank you. Assemblyman Gamble?
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. I wholeheartedly support this amendment as well. I think it's extremely important for every community to have a place where they can gather and decide, their futures or whatever the community wants to do, hold events or whatever. And I know almost every other community has a place where they can do exactly what this amendment is trying to do for Glacier View. And so I think this is a great amendment. Thank you.
I'm a little iffy on this one. That's because were you just looking
Assemblywoman McKee, please.
I was doing the eye contact thing. Because it's no longer used as a school, which would mean to me that if the people in Glacier View want to have a community center, you got the whole ball of wax, which includes the utilities and blah, 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 all that stuff, because it used to be a school. That's the reason we funded it in the first place. So God bless the folks out there, they do need it, but if it's really important to them, I don't think we should be in the business of, all the things that the other people talked about that had nothing to do with education. If that's not that much money, if they really are serious about having a community center, go for it.
Is there any objection to the amendment number 2?
Oh, okay. Because I'm objecting.
Yes.
Ms. McGee, so you're saying that they should be running this thing themselves if it's important to them, or what is, I guess, the logic? Because I want to understand your way of thinking before I make a decision, because I do think you bring a valid point there.
Because when the people were talking about the few folks who did come in, and there are a few folks out in Glacier View, so it wouldn't have been a lot anyway, but those who did come in were talking about, well, we wash our clothes there, we have events there, we go and have coffee there and all that kind of thing. Yes, that's great, but that's not a school. That has nothing to do with education. So again, referring to the taxpayers out there, they want us to quit spending money and start making some money. So if we rented that out as a commercial operation and maybe made business based and stuff like that and could get lease money from it, that's what we should be doing. Sounds hard-nosed, but if you want a community center, live closer to a place that has a community center. If you want to live out there, that's great, but you have to pay for the circumstance. And we could make money by renting that out.
Okay.
Leasing it out to somebody that would pay us to do it instead of us paying
to maybe at least break even or something like that. Mr. Brown, do you know this amount, approximately how did this amount was calculated, and was there any intent to maybe partially lease the building and have some kind of generating at least some revenue to just offset, not make a profit, but offset some of the cost of operating?
Yeah, thank you for the question through the Deputy Mayor. So the intent is to explore revenue options, whether it's leasing, hiring a concessionaire to run the facility. This is a stopgap because this would happen July 1st. And so we need to make sure we have property insurance. We need to make sure the utilities stay on. We need to at least have an on-call employee is like 20 hours a week to basically keep the doors open. We would integrate them into our reservation system to allow folks. We're going to have to probably come up with a fee structure and look at that. We just haven't had the time to do that yet. But that's the intent. And we do this for other recreational facilities, right, where we charge fees and and allow people to make reservations and do facility use. So the intent is to transition it and make it look something like that, where we run other facilities, whether it's the GPRA Chalet or some other recreational facility. So the intent is to do that. What this does is provides some allowance so that we can pay the utility bills, hire a 20-hour-a-week employee so that we can have somebody out there to do the basics.
And follow up.
No, that would be for an entire year. The $140,000 would buy us the time to sort through that and figure out what revenue we might be able to generate, because at this point, some of it could be very seasonal, right? So we just don't know. Like it's difficult for me to project what that's going to look like when we have no historical data and don't even have the facility today. And so this creates a stopgap and buys us a year to sort through all that, work with the community, and figure out what the best setup is to make the best use of that space.
Assemblyman Sumner.
Yeah, I actually got married in Glacier View, so I know that there's actually is demand for event space in Glacier View. But I just wanted to point out that this is interesting timing for this amendment, because if we vote on this amendment, anyone that votes for this amendment is basically saying that there's no way that I would be voting to fully fund the $9.4 million ask from the school district. Because why would we be operating this as a community center if it was still operating as a school?
Dmitry Fonoff. And then Stephanie.
I'd like to get on the list if that's okay.
You're on there.
I think Manager Brown earlier answered that question, so I can next.
Okay, Ms. Nowers.
I kind of think that if in the chance that they don't close Glacier View, then this funding wouldn't be necessary. We appropriate it now, is kind of how I'm viewing it, that, it's a possibility, but this puts it in place for us to keep that building usable and then maybe look at additional revenue. And I'm also wondering, did you get married when the car went off the cliff, or?
Okay, Assemblyman Bowles, please.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. So I appreciate the previous comments as far as the $9 million for the school, but I think it would be responsible for us to be realistic and just really understand that it's likely not going to happen. And I don't think it's a good idea to put false hope out there for teachers that have already found other jobs, parents that have already looked at schools for their children. The reality is that there are 3 schools closing. And so we are trying to figure out a way to keep this building open and operating in Glacier View so that our fellow residents in Glacier View that are taxpayers, they see their taxpayer money in front of them. There are members of that community that go there to shower, they go there to use the internet, they hold events there, and they pay their area-wide taxes just like the rest of us. So I think that it's probably a better approach to just be realistic and not kind of think about this as, well, we may keep the schools open. And the reality is these 3 schools are closing. So if they don't close this year, they're going to close next year. So I think we need to be realistic about that.
Okay, Assemblyman Nowers.
Oh, I just want to say I don't agree with that statement necessarily, but I do think Glacier View is unique among the 3 schools because part of the reason it's closing is just because the population of students is so low, which is not extremely low. It's not the case with Larson and not the case with Meadow Lakes.
Okay, is there any other discussion on amendment number 2? Is there any opposition to amendment number 2? We have an amendment.
If I can get the members in the room to go ahead and vote. Assemblymember Bowles. Assemblymember Bowles.
I dropped off. I just dropped back on again. Can you please repeat?
We're on the amendment number 2, and you're ready to vote on it. So, and I've just called for your vote on amendment number 2.
Oh, thank you. Yes to pass.
It has failed with Assemblymember Bowles, Bernier, and Nowers in support.
Okay. And Ms. Nowers?
I would move to continue ordinance 26 dash, oh,
So if I could, Assemblymember Nowers does not want to move her amendment at the back. I don't think she's ready to do that. I do believe Assemblymember Fonoff has an amendment that got handed out.
All right. I'd like to make a motion to reconsider my vote on the amendment number 2.
Okay. Is there any objection for reconsideration of amendment number 2?
Deputy Mayor, is this the Glacier View?
It is.
Your amendment?
It is, yep.
Okay. No objection.
It was 3-4. That 4
And
in failed.
I was on the prevailing side, I think, yeah. So I was on the prevailing side, voted no against it, so I'm reconsidering. And I'd like to speak on
D,
it.
if you vote yes, you'll be on the winning side.
Somebody in Glacier View might give you a leg of moose too.
Is there any?
Oh, that's never. Sorry, that's a.
Is there any objection to
No.
reconsider amendment number 2? Is there any objection on the vote for
Main motion, or the
on the
primary amendment?
I'd like to
primary
speak on it.
amendment?
So, after taking a break, talking some a few smart people, we do need to find a way to keep the lights on. I do hope, Jillian, you will do your best to do the marketing and everything to bring revenue, so that $140,000 would not have to be used. But we'll leave that number same. We're not gonna. I would want to leave it as is, but hopefully there's many more happy weddings will happen like Max had so over there, so we can recoup some revenue, and hopefully the local residents also will do their part to roll the sleeves. So for that reason, I'd like to get support for you can give yes on this amendment.
I'd like to speak to that if that's okay.
You may.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. I just want to thank Assemblymember Faunoff for reconsideration. I appreciate that. I know the good people that are family members and friends in Sutton and Chickaloon in District 1 that have concerns about Glacier View. They appreciate it well, so thank you.
I myself do as well. Is there any other discussion? Is there any objection for amendment number 2? There is.
If I can get the members in the room to go ahead and vote on amendment number 2. Assemblymember Bowles.
Yes.
It is passed with Assemblymember Sumner and Assemblymember McKee opposed.
Okay, Mr. Faunoff.
All right.